Hello Yarny friends, I am Jude. Welcome to Llamas and Pajamas. Saturday was local yarn store day. Mr. Pajamas and I went out about in town and went to 3 yarn stores. I'm going to share a little bit about each yarn store and show you what goodies I brought back with me. Mr. Pajamas will provide a link to all the yarn stores down in the description box if you'd like any additional information. So, the first yarn store we went to is called Wicked Good Yarns in Rockland, Massachusetts.
Hello, Yarny friends. This is Mr. Pajamas. Excuse the interruption, but my wife's not from New England, so she says it kind of strange. The correct New England pronunciation is Wicked Good Yarns. Okay, back to the show.
The owner there is Joanne, and Joanne did mention that she is moving to Braintree, so she will no longer be at that location. However, I'm sure that her website will still have updated information at some point. There was quite a good sale that Joanne was having. And you know, the store, it was in an old factory, so it was really unique. And there was lots of other little artist shops and things like that, so that was really nice. We must have went during the time that there was a class because there were a lot of ladies sitting around a big table and they were all chit-chatting and knitting. Joanne did say that she offers classes for knitting and crocheting. One of the unique things about Wicked Good Yarns is they also have a children's program on Saturdays between 10:30 till 12. Kids age 8 and up can go there for crafting type of things. Also felting and other yarny projects. Also, the great thing is you do not need to register for any of these. You can literally just drop in and take the class during the times that it says on the website. The ladies that were there, even the ones that were probably there for the class, everyone was so warm and inviting, helpful. You didn't really know the difference between who was working there and who was just there for the class. Everybody was just so lovely. Lots of people were coming in and out. It seemed to be like quite a busy store, but it was a really nice, big, wide open store. Really enjoyed being there and meeting Joanne. So I came up with some really good things I got because 70% off sale. So I got a big bag of this cotton yarn. Some of the stats on it is Sidar Luxury Soft Cotton DK, 100% natural cotton. It is a 50-gram donut. I've never had anything Sidar before, so was nice. I knew the brand. I just didn't have anything by them before. This green color is color number 657, 104 yards approximately, 95 meters approximately. And it is made in Brazil. It is quite lovely. You can tell it's quality. And it was $4.99 and it was 70% off. 70%. So I'm going to put this in here for you to see. And there's a blue one, which is color 658. And we are going to be using Mr. Pajamas, what does he want me to call it? Mr. Pajamas patent pending Llama Vision is what he wants me to call this. So it is officially Mr. Pajamas Llama Vision. Hope you enjoy that. So I got this. And there was also a lot of handmade project bags and notion bags that Joanne featured in her store, which I thought was really nice. This is a super cute one that I got. Little sheepies, and this was handmade by Mary. I have the tag there so you can see. She also makes other items, and there's a phone number on there for her. There were various project bags. They were really, really lovely, but I thought this was just darling, so I really like that. And the last item that I got for myself was sock yarn by Expression Fiber Arts. Obviously, sock yarn is a weight 1. And what else do we see here? The name is Positive, actually. Resilient sock, 100% superwash merino wool. 366 meters, 400 yards. Machine wash, lay flat to dry, as most sock yarns are. Is this color not absolutely gorgeous? Now, I have been collecting sock yarn because I have a project that I would like to do featuring all sock yarn. I do tend to use weight 3, 2, 1, and 0 the most. Those are my favorite weights to use, so you will be seeing a lot of those weights from me. I really enjoyed going to Wicked Good Yarns. I hope to visit their Braintree location whenever they move. Our second store was Staci's Stitches and Skeins in Scituate, Massachusetts. That is a bit of a mouthful. The owner, Staci, was not there. She left before we made it to the store. But her staff member was absolutely wonderful. And I'm so sorry I did not get her name. I could have talked with her for at least an hour or two. She was so lovely. This is a store I felt extremely comfortable being a crocheter because the owner is a master crocheter. In fact, many of her finished objects are all over the store for sale. They were absolutely gorgeous. I was so surprised at just how beautiful. She was so good. They do offer beginner and non-beginner classes for crochet and knitting. They also have an advanced beginner rug and basket class, which was unique to them. And let's see what goodies I got. I got quite a lot. I have 7 skeins of Malabrigo, Rios, Candombre, I hope. I'll put the tag in there so you can actually read it for yourself. It is worsted weight. It is approximately 210 yards, 192 meters, 100 grams per hank. And it's 100% superwash merino wool. Let me use the Llama Vision and show you a little closer a few skeins. All those gorgeous blues, greens, purples, a little bit of rusty browns, a little bit of very light green. I think they're absolutely stunning. The ultra violet purple, at least that's what it looks like to me, is just absolutely gorgeous. So that was one of my big finds. And another one is a sock yarn, of course, because sock yarn. Hypnotic Yarn is the name of it. And there is a website, hypnoticyarn.com, because I think this is a hand dye that you can buy. The colorway is Burst Your Bubble High Twist Plush Sock Fingering, 85% SW Merino, 15% nylon. It is 394 yards, 100 grams. And it was $30, and I think this might have been on sale. I believe it was on sale, I'm not sure. Mr. Pajamas, do you remember if this was on sale?
That was not on sale.
Not on sale. Sorry, Mr. Pajamas.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful. Usually I don't like the combination of blue purples with more red purples, but for some reason it really works. I don't know why, but it just does. And purple is, well, purple, green, gray, blues, black. Those are like my favorite colors. So you're going to see a lot of those colors too. Hypnotic Yarns. You're very pretty. And I got some stitch markers that I thought were so cute. And I'll throw these in here so you can see them better. Aren't they beautiful? I think they are abalone shell. Gorgeous. That was my loot from Staci Stitches and Skeins in Scituate, Massachusetts. The third store that Mr. Pajamas and I visited was Plymouth Harbor Knits in Plymouth, Massachusetts. It is about 20 minutes away from where we live, and we actually have been to Plymouth many, many times to walk around, enjoy the sights and the food. There's lots and lots and lots of seafood there, and I love it. The owners of Plymouth Harbor Knits, Paul and Jen, were on premises, and I want to tell you that they offer beginning knitting and crocheting classes. They have a lot of project-specific classes. My first hat, my first sweater, toe-up socks. There's actually a whole list of them. One of the best things is that they have private lessons for yourself or for a group of your family or friends, and that makes it quite comfortable for introverts like myself and Mr. Pajamas. So maybe I'll take them up on that. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how bad I'm struggling with learning to knit. Paul and Jen were lovely and chatted easily, and they were so excited to highlight the goods that they offered from other local artists in the area. There was some hand dye yarn from McKnits, who is also in Plymouth, and Dirty Water Dye Works in Boston. And they also offered some metalwork that is actually done by an artist who has a shop right up the street from them. But they specifically offer the shawl pins. And there is a story behind the shawl pin. I'm going to show you here in Llama Vision, the pretty shawl pin. The story behind this shawl pin is that the flower that's on it is actually on the Mayflower, the replica that sits in the harbor. Paul took a photo of it, gave it to his friend, the metal worker, and he made the shawl pin, which now sits in Paul's store. Mr. Pajamas picked that out. There was actually quite a few of them that I really liked. There was an adorable sheep, but I let Mr. Pajamas pick this one out, and I like the story behind it. So I will enjoy my shawls with that pin. And this was the only store to offer a little commemorative item. You had a choice between a pin or a tape measure, and I chose pin because I already have a tape measure, and I also like the fact that it was a commemorative item. So, local yarn store day, April 29th, 2023. And that's my adorable little pin with a little yarn on it, and I love it. Thought that was really sweet of Paul and Jen. And let's see. Oh, Mr. Pajamas got in a little bit of trouble that day. Now, we did arrive with only 15 minutes until close, and Paul and Jen graciously did not rush us or make us feel like it was an inconvenience that we arrived so late. But the reason we arrived so late is why I now have, and the proud owner of two of one of my dream items in the world, and that is Noro. I love Noro. So, I'm going to put this in Llama Vision so you can enjoy my Noro and tell you a little bit about it. Well, I really don't even know what to tell you about it. I mean, everyone knows what Noro is, I'm sure, but I'm going to show you the other side of this. Or should I maybe I should turn it this way? Yeah, I'll turn it this way. I don't know if you can read that. Turn it that way. But this is one of my favorite colorways that Noro has. And this is the expensive level of Noro. I believe it was $52.49 if I remember correctly. So he got himself in a little bit of trouble, and I got some Noro. Isn't that great? He should get himself in more trouble. So that was our fun day out celebrating the local yarn store day. All of the stores that I mentioned said that they are going to be part of the yarn crawl in September, so I will probably enjoy seeing them all again. And that was my day. I would appreciate hearing from you in the comments. Bye, Yarny friends. Oh, before we go, there is a special giveaway. It's going to be called Llama Lunch, and it is to celebrate the beginning of the channel. It will be a mystery box. However, I wanted to show you one yarn because it is a special yarn, and it was bought at Plymouth Harbor Knits, and it was dyed especially for a local yarn store day. So, watch out for the future video with llama launch. Let's take a look at this one yarn that will be in it. This was bought at Plymouth Harbor Knits in Plymouth, Massachusetts, the last store that we went to. They do carry McKnits brand. However, you can also purchase from McKnits Etsy shop, and I believe they're also a presence on Facebook too, so you can check for them there. The price is $26. It was not on sale. Like I said, it was a special dye for the day. And the line is EIEI Wools, which is super cute. It is a fingering weight sock yarn. It is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. The color is crushed berries. It is 100 grams, 437 yards, about 400 meters. The recommended crochet hook size is 2.25 milli to 3.5 milli, which is a USB to an E hook. The recommended knitting needle size is US 1 through 3. The washing instructions is hand wash with cool water, air dry flat. The base, I have no idea what base this is. I'm sure they'll probably say so maybe on their Etsy shop or maybe in Facebook. But the hand dyeing was done in Plymouth, Massachusetts. The appearance that I see with my naked eye, I believe, does match the screen. It is quite vibrant and saturated. The choice of pinks and little bits of reds and blue go very well together. Softness, I would give this on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being Red Heart Super Saver is a yarn that I always put at 1 and I would never ever purchase because my skin is extremely sensitive and it feels like I am trying to crochet with shards of glass. It's not good for me. I would put Premier Basics at 5, and I would put Mako Cotton and Alpaca Silk Blends at 10, just so you have an idea of where my mind is at when I choose a number. I would put this at about a 6.5 to a 7, and just to give you a little bit idea of the label, if I can get it, there's their Etsy shop. The stitch definition should be really good. Everyone knows this is my favorite. Fingering weight. I think you'll have no problems with frogging. It is a nice, tightly wound, so good stitch definition. I think it is reasonably priced at $26 per hank. Look for this, both of these, to be in the mystery box giveaway. So someone will be able to enjoy making something with it. I would appreciate hearing from you in the comments. Please consider liking and subscribing. Bye, yarny friends.